Hello, it's me again. Today I'm cooking pinto beans. I know everybody said run-of-the-mill pinto beans, but pinto beans are good. They're a good source of fiber, and especially if you have teenage boys or teenagers, period, they need something to fill them up. So I put some garlic in, fresh garlic, and I'm going to cut up my onions, put onions in, and these beans has to soak for several hours. So after I put the onions, cut my onions up, I'm going to add my seasoning and I'm going to let them soak, and then we'll get started. After they soak for 4 or 5 hours, I'll be back. Okay, while the beans are soaking, I'm going to go ahead and add sugar to my beans. I have a lot of beans in here, so this is 5 pounds of beans. Add my seasoning. So that's black pepper. I like cayenne in it, just a little bit. Not enough to make it hot, but just enough to give it a nice little kick. Salt and a little bean seasoning, and I'm going to stir that up. So I always add my vegetables, garlic and onions, and my seasonings to the beans while they're soaking. So that way, while the beans are soaking, the seasoning is soaking in with the beans, so it get the seasoning started a little better, so it soaks better. Not soak better, but the seasoning is tasting it. It gives the seasoning a chance to go in the beans better. So we're gonna let those soak for a little bit. Okay, here's my ham. I get a ham bone, a baked ham for Thanksgiving. So never throw out your ham bone. It is a good seasoning meat. So I always save my ham bone. I had it in the freezer, so I took it out. It's been boiling for a while. And I have my pinto beans that I'm going to go ahead and pour, on the ham bone. So the beans have been soaking for over 4 hours. So to soak the beans, you know, it cuts down on the cooking time where your beans don't have to cook as long. They're going to still cook for a while, at least about 2 hours if you want them nice and tender. And I like my bean juice thick, so I'm going to pour the beans on. Okay, now these beans, I'm going to have them to come to a bubbling boil. And once they come to a bubbling boil, I'll reduce them and let them simmer because I want them soft. So you can see these are just regular pinto beans, but we're going to cook them and they're going to be some good old beans. So I'll show you the product once they start to come to a complete boil. Turn it down, let it simmer, and then they're going to... Okay, the pinto beans are ready. I want to let you see what it looked like. I added me some smoked turkey necks because the smoked turkey necks will give additional flavor to the beans along with my ham bone. But the turkey necks is going to be my meat for my dinner this evening. So this is what it look like. The beans are ready. They're seasoned and ready to go. So that's what the turkey necks look like. And they're ready. But I'm going to let my beans cook just like 15-20 minutes more, because that's, like I said before, I like my juice real thick. Almost thick, like molasses thick. Like I said, they are ready. And that ham bone is pretty much disintegrated in my beans. There's a piece of a bone with the flavor in. The smoked turkey necks gave a little bit more flavor. And that turkey neck is what I'm going to eat for my meat with my pinto beans, rice, and as my dad say, not cornbread, but some cornbread. This is Mommalowe. Goodbye, y'all.